Hello, everybody. My name is Madman. I'm a competitive Splatoon coach and analyst, and today I'm going to be going over your 11.0 patch and some LUTI stuff because LUTI's coming around the corner as well. So today, my team was able to participate in FLUTI, which is fast in some of the ink. So I'm going to have those spots in the background. I'll talk more about it later, but just know we won Div A. So, for 11.0, the main things that stand out are the changes to how the gameplay runs with the health bar, the hitboxes, and with the oh yeah, the aura, which you just saw me get there. Yeah, no, the aura, honestly, I think it just replaces Gambit. I think Gambit's dead now because of aura. Besides that, I don't think aura is anything special. We weren't really calling out in this tournament run that about like aura at all because it's really not that much. Like it's not bad, but like it's not relevant to like most of the times that you're playing the game. And yeah, health bars, they are important. Chara made a video about that, and Chara's not always like the best opinion haver, but like he still has a good like thought process on a lot of stuff. He explains it well, and I do agree with the sentiment of the health bars are really good, especially for playing while string it, especially playing with a stamina player as well, because it has two modes of attack that each deal their own damage, and they need to know exactly which one's optimal based on like how low someone is. And my weapon can deal anywhere in between 24 damage to 175. Any number in between. Maybe a few numbers that don't exist. But, like I think 35 and 48 don't exist. But for the most part, it's almost any number. We're not getting into the gritties of it. And then the hitbox changes. These pretty much do not matter. They have very little effect on those other things. Like it's a slight buff for short range, but it's nothing really insane. And like Dapples is a bit better from it, I'd say. But like it's like, as I just said, not that big a deal. Overall, I don't think that any of these changes are like gonna change the meta like by nearly anything. This makes aggros and short ranges slightly better, but in general, like, it is not that deep. The patch itself, we had to fight a lot of Dynamo Roller in this tournament, because Dynamo Roller is apparently good mouse to people. I'm gonna say Dynamo is definitely better than what it was, but Dynamo I don't think is good now. So, like after experiencing it a bit, it's just not that insane. Like it's paint better, it's kill better, but like it's still like slow Dynamo. It's just kinda got that weakness that makes it not really top tier. And like a weapon like Wellstream, which I play, as you can see, kind of destroys Dynamo because it can't really hit me when I just paint its feet. Or a charger can just like kill it. Like Dynamo, I just think that is like weird. I can see some potential in it, I guess, but I don't think it's worth just picking it up. I don't want to play a comp with a Dynamo, I'm gonna be honest. And you'll see that I don't play a comp with a Dynamo. I play with a Zap and an Entra. I've also played with cooler 96. I would like to play with a V-Devil at one point, maybe, but we don't have a V-Devil. Also kind of a tough clip, not gonna lie, you just saw right there. So yeah. For most of the patch, honestly, didn't change pretty much of anything, except Dynamo's usable now, and I think, like, short ranges are, like, ever so slightly better. I don't think it's mostly noticeable, though. Besides that, there was one other buff that happened. And that was, like, I mean, one other relevant buff. Like, other things did get buffed, like, H-Streak went from 44 to 45 damage! It's such a huge buff, dude. But, like, V-Heavy is, like, the main thing, I'd say. Like, people saw it and then kind of wrote it off, like, oh, V-Heavy buff, okay, this paints a bit more. Then this JP player just randomly got 4,000 paint with it in the game, and then people started tweaking out. It's nothing insane right now. I think it is now one of the usable anchors because it has so much paint. It has a strength to it. You don't have to run it like as much of a paint support, but like you're still probably gonna be running something like Try with it. I don't really see it being run with that because it doesn't necessarily have the AoE in that comp at that point. I suppose you could also run Dynamo with it. I thought that in the tourney, but I didn't think it was very strong. It was like pretty slow and it was shut down. I don't think that was a good slot for playing with a full anchor like Heavy. I think maybe you can work with a pseudo anchor. I think his preference probably would be to just be with like a sampler. But I'm not about it, but I can't say too much about that detail. Heavy, it's fine. TLDR. But yeah, let's talk about LUTI. So, for those who don't know, LUTI is like an event that happens at this point about once a year. It used to happen more frequently. And it gives divisions to every team. And players care a lot about those divisions. They use that system, like, even outside of LUTI, like, very frequently. So, like, whatever div you get is gonna be kind of, like, important to how people view you, and, like, even when those divs aren't, like, relevant, because it would be months or so since then, people will still judge you by what your estimated div is. And that tournament is coming up. So I will be participating in it. So will about 300 other teams or so. Maybe more if you sign up, because there's still like another week plus. But pretty much when that happens, everyone's gonna get a division. Then you're gonna play in the tournament where over the course of multiple weeks, you'll play best of 9 sets against other teams in your division, and the ones that place highly will go into a bracket where they'll see who can win that position. So, like, it does matter, like, what division you get, like, for LUTI. Like, if you get Div 2, you aren't gonna get a Div 1 result, except if you, like, win Div 2. But, like, outside of LUTI, it doesn't really matter too much, besides what people think of you. And you can kind of prove yourself outside of that not long. But for me, I'm hoping to get Division 2. Um, Division 3 is going to be definitely free to get. But yeah, there's probably going to be 10 divs this season, besides DivX, because there aren't as many players as previous seasons. This one for a minute. And I think it's just. Yeah. These VODs are from FLUTI, past LUTI, which is pretty much LUTI in one day. But like, some of it, a lot of it's cut down. There are about 200 teams in this tournament, and there are 5 divisions. Oops, wrong button. There's Div S, A, B, C, and D. My team, got Division A. And we won that division. And these are some of the frauds from us winning that. We actually got a lot of SMU points from this. Like Piner got 100 points. I got 93 pretty much, and like I just went from, oh yeah, I'm the bottom of Diamond to like I'm 4 points from Leviathan. But like the tournament today was like super fun, and I'd like to encourage like most teams to play LUTI, like, but always remember that it's for practice, and it's not just, oh yeah, so I can get my div. FLUTI, it is like mainly for practice as well, but it's also like for LUTI seeding. Because my team won Division A in this tournament, we went from the LUTI team having like very little idea who we were, and they just put us like seed 100 or something for like no reason. We would have still probably gotten a Div 2 or 3 when they looked more into it. But like after we won FLUTI Div A today, we skyrocketed all the way up to seed 16 with Div 1 players. So like, watch out. We still got a speed ladder to also influence them more about how awesome we are. And for me to influence you more about how awesome I am. And yeah, that's like pretty much it, I'd say. I'll be streaming LUTI a lot, I think. I'll try and make sure that my frame rates on my streams are better. I streamed our FLUTI run today. You should definitely go watch that. I'm sorry for the video being a little delayed. I normally like to post by 3 PM on every other Saturday, but I forgot to record this video yesterday, and now I also get to talk about FLUTI anyway, so it's a win-win. Actually, I didn't forget. Yesterday, I just had other games that I prioritized. Yay, vac cheese. The vac didn't reach. EA vac cheese. But like, my team's probably gonna be running Track and like in Rainmaker a little bunch. I can probably talk to you more about that later. I know, like one of my teammates played with a bunch. Actually uses Vac Rabbit a lot, and so I'm used to playing with Vac, but my teammate here isn't quite as used to Vac, and we're pretty much just using it for RMGs right now until we get a little more comfortable with it. But it's been proving to work with us so far. We can definitely stand to get better with it though. It does feel funny though that like our comp is so good at Rainmaker, and it's still probably not our best mode because we're not even that good. Right here, I will say in this VOD, I try and put in this corner but that doesn't go very well, as we see. I just wanted to stall it on right. I didn't even get it on right. Every time I do get it on right, but it doesn't end up well after that. Anyways, I give it a full arc shot here. L Rainmaker. Yeah, I'll just let this game play out, but you'll see I just take it here again. I die with it, and we almost draw. I don't really know how that crab killed that, though. But yeah, pretty much my yap's over. I'm just letting this game finish up. And I'll get off. Yay, Australia. Anyways, now that that's done, I'll just do my outro. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.